Hey again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Uh, there are a lot of folks making a lot of content out there. So if you're still hanging around here, even after all the time that's lapsed from me making content for you, it is much appreciated. The next order that I need to talk to you about before we get to the subject is I'm not deleting any comments. Uh, it seems that YouTube has some algorithms that put comments in a section that's for review, and sometimes they just end up there, sometimes weeks or even months, sometimes even years after I have looked in the comment section. They're not there, then they just suddenly appear. Then I will approve the comment and it will disappear again. So this is not happening strictly or solely on algorithms. I believe that this is a manual push. Somebody is doing that because if you decide that you like a video that they deem inappropriate, you will become somewhat shadow banned, and they mess with your account. So just know I'm not deleting any comments. So with that being said, today, and I know I saw you yesterday, and I know I've promised in the past that I would see you regularly, and I haven't. So that's all gone by the wayside. But here we are again to talk about the narcopath once again. The narcopath, we'll just head right into it. The narcopath, three things. They never say sorry, they never say thank you, and the narcopath is never wrong. So when you're around somebody that never says sorry, never says thank you, and they're never wrong, you're probably in the presence of a narcopath. It took me a long time to understand that it wasn't just bad manners with some of these people. They simply don't have the capacity to feel, think through, or behave on any three of those ideas. If I'm wrong, typically, and I don't like it, I don't like being wrong any more than anyone else. Typically, if I'm wrong, I've done something, I'm sorry for it. There's going to be an apology. There will be some sort of amend coming your way. Wrong, oh my God, I'm tired of eating crow. I have my entire life. And because of that, I have learned to just, take your licks as they go. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And that's just how things go. And I'm thankful for the people that are in my life that help me. And I hopefully, even if I don't say the words, that they know that as well. But those are the differences between the narcopath and the normal person. I don't think that the narcopath thinks that thankfulness is anything that they need to even consider because you owe them everything anyway. I guess that's part of the I'm never wrong. If I'm playing God in my own head, then you pretty much will do what I say. When you begin to push those boundaries and the boundaries of the narcopath, you'll see that if you start to ask for any of these three things at all, you'll see it start to crumble. You will start, the narcopath will retaliate if you question their question their behavior with this. I noticed one that she would never. It didn't matter what I did. It just literally didn't matter. And it's when you get stuck with these monsters, these godforsaken, just a nasty bitch, you get stuck with them for years or decades, and so you're perpetually trying to. And I think it's okay to. I don't want to be like say that you should be a people pleaser, but I think that when you're in a close relationship, I think it's okay to do things for other people that they may appreciate or enjoy, even if it's completely selfless. I think that's okay, but not with a narcopath because you're just throwing, you're just throwing good intentions down the drain. It's pearls before swine. There you go. They don't care. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're doing something. I noticed that I could have everything done, still there would be one more thing, and you never ever got the thank you. So that was became one of the issues that wore me out with the narcopath before that finally dissolved. Anyway, thankfully that finally dissolved. Sorry? No, they're not sorry for anything. If they're in charge of their mind and they somehow have you wrapped up in their narcopathic web, they're never wrong. They're not going to admit that they're wrong. Even if they're wrong, they're right. So it's a no-win situation with the narcopath. So these are just a couple things I was thinking about. Never wrong, never say they're sorry, and they're not thankful. I don't know. It's just to me, it's a dismal and a dry place to be. It must not be a very pleasant thing to be in the narcopath's mind, which is good. I think that that's actually kind of a what do you call it, consolation for having to deal with them, that they have to wake up and be themselves. So anyway, look, I'm not deleting any comments. I'm just back to that for a minute. I'm not deleting any comments. Somebody is playing with the account. It's not me. And, frankly, I've just been pretty much shadow banned on this platform anyway. So if you're still hanging around, still finding me, I really do appreciate it. On to the commenter that got so irritated when I mentioned that, you know, this professional victim thing has got to stop. I'm not calling all the professional victims, these people that have this manufactured outrage, or all are narcopaths, but you sure share some of the characteristics of them. All I mentioned was that somebody I guess they'd been a long time viewer for a while, and it was just real snotty the way they put it. How this commenter said, I just have to smile because I'm an atheist, and I was like, by definition, I'm an atheist too, because I don't believe in a God. Now I know there are things we can't explain, and there's phenomena that we're not 100% sure of that can be proven or disproven at this point. And I'm okay with that, but it's like they always have to push it on you, like it's their identity. And so I mentioned that, and then along with the atheist and the vegetarian, they seem to always have to tell you that that's what they are. And it's just, to me, it's just, who cares? I mean, no one really do you care? I don't. It's not a big deal. I mean, I know it's your identity, but to get that bent out of shape over someone, saying, I just don't want to hear you. I mean, I don't care what you do, really, I don't. But you made kind of an ass of yourself. So anyway, I just thought it was just an inappropriate response to something that was extremely minor. So that might point the direction maybe you are a cluster B personality disordered person. I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of, like I said, a little overkill. So calm down, relax. It's really not that big a deal. If you don't like the channel, go somewhere else. And those of you that thank me for not asking for donations or PayPal or trying to sell you a fucking coffee cup or something, you're welcome. I'm not here to try to make any money with you or try to, build friendships. Even though I have, I'm here because it's a service. I've been through it. I've been through it hard. I went through some really, really rough times because of the narcopaths. And when I got through it, I wanted to share it all with you. I think what I'm going to do, if I continue to make content for you, on that note too, if I do continue to make content for you, I think I'm going to start discussing what it's like to try to parent with a narcopath. It's nearly impossible. As you all know, it's a no-win situation. And then what it's like to go to court with a narcopath and how you win, okay? So if you all are interested in that, and if people are still making it to my channel somehow, if people are finding it, I think that's probably the direction that we need to go. I have a lot of information on that. I'm out of the woods. There's nothing they can do to me now. And so I would be happy to discuss that if you all want to. But I kind of need to know the direction you want to go. I went through it. It was a nasty, nasty process. Unbelievable. I still can't believe the level of nasty evil that the bitch that I was married to and her mother stooped to cause just absolute havoc. And there's more to the story that a lot of people don't know around them. I think there's actually attempted murders around these people. I think that they are absolutely capable. I know that one of them has been not just capable, but I'm pretty sure has killed some of her pets just because she got tired of them and wanted other ones. Just nasty, nasty. They're creepy, creepy people. Anyway, so when you get caught up with the creepy, creepy people, narcopaths, and you end up in court with them, let me tell you something. I won. That and the nasty little prick of a lawyer that they had too. He thought he was going to beat me. You even heard the guy yelling at the judge in chambers over some stuff that more ridiculous, this just blustering and the bloviating nonsense that these people do. I'll never forget. And before I let you go, just one little part of this. When I was in court and had to go take the stand, which is stupid because I took the papers and I would have just given it all away anyway. But they insisted on going to court, so we would go. And I got tired of getting drug in there, and I mentioned, stop dragging me into court. You can just have it. I don't care. And her little nasty little prick of a lawyer, he goes, "Did you say you're tired of being dragged into court?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm tired of being dragged into court." I don't understand. It's like that manufactured being offended at something. What's the problem? Did you say it was Wednesday? Like what the? I don't understand what was going on. And I'm sure he's a little bastard. I'm sure he's also a narcopath as well. But this is the kind of stuff they didn't have anything. So it's all bluster. It's all manufactured. It's all fake, really. But it still can cause a lot of really, really nasty things in your life. Without third parties, though, or without poison in your food, the narcopath really doesn't have much to go by if you let them. So if you don't let them. So anyway, if you all want to talk about the how to win in court, I mean, like I think the first video, it's got like 350,000 views, and I didn't do a very good job. I leave it up because it's got so many views on it. But this is how I made it through the court. That's how I made it through what they were doing to me. And it was to me. I honestly don't believe I deserved really any of it. It was just a nasty, nasty 2 decades long of just a put down and abuse by a couple of really, really ugly, gross women that, God, I feel sorry for the guys that are around them now. Anyway, so if y'all want to chat about that, let me know. Take me in the direction you want to go, and I'll be happy to start discussing that topic as well. I couldn't discuss it for years and years because I was still under family court, but since both of our kids have been emancipated and they're adults, I can talk about this now, and I'll be happy to share it with you. So anyway, all right, look, I think that's all I have for today. I appreciate y'all coming back, and thanks again, and I hope to see y'all again real soon. Thanks.